Alright, it's Funk, back with the dramatic music and a picture of the ghost face. Ah, this article here came at just the right time. I'm having a bad fucking day, people. Subscribers, news aficionados. I'm having a bad fucking day. But, luckily, Pravda always comes through with a story that proves that the world's a lot fucking worse than my shitty day. Thank you, Russia. This is from Pravda.ru, my favorite source of news since they like to pull the skirts off the Americans. Obviously, we are the largest seller of death, but now it's official, motherfucker. Russia slid to second place on the list of world's largest sellers of arms, giving way to the United States of America. Russia covered 24% of the world arms market from 05 to 09, whereas the USA's percentage was higher, 30%. AFP reports with reference to a research conducted by the Stockholm International Peace Research Institute, or SIPRI. Russia was previously ahead of the USA and had 31% versus our 30, but still 30. Russia's defense export giant Rosoboronexport currently ships arms to over 70 countries of the world. Air Force equipment makes up 50% of all shipments. Russia's biggest partners on the arms market are India, Algeria, China, Venezuela, Malaysia, and Syria. Rosoboronexport's portfolio for 2010 is evaluated at over $34 billion. Germany, France, Britain follow Russia on the list. RIA Novosti reports. Asia and Oceania purchase most of the arms, 41%. Russia's export to this region makes up 69%. The USA comes up with 39%. The list of international shipments continues with Europe, 24%, 18% from the US. The Middle East, 17%, 36% from the USA. Blammy. Oh, shit. America's 11%. And Africa, 7%. What the fuck are we selling arms to Africa for? Sorry. Arms sales to the country of South America in 2005 to 09 increased by 50% in comparison with the previous year. Arms import in Indonesia, Singapore, and Malaysia had a 146% increase from 2000 to 04. The increase from 05 to 09 made up 722%. Such activities on the arms markets of South America, Africa, and Asia may testify to the beginnings of the arms race. Singapore, for instance, has become one of the world's largest importers of arms since the end of the war in Vietnam. The list of arms importing countries changes slightly and mostly remains stable. China and India are the two largest importers of arms in the world. Greece is included in the top 5. The nation particularly purchased 26 F-16C and 25 French Mirage 2000-9 fighter jets. SIPRI's research did not embrace the statistics on small arms, light arms, and transport used in military actions. Specialists of the Institute analyzed only the circulation of military hardware, aviation, armor, vessels, and artillery. So let's just analyze this report for a minute. Most people don't even realize that the movement of arms from country to country is so expansive. When you hear a report like this, a great majority of the closed-minded people, or the blue pills, are going to immediately either shit their pants because they had no idea that anyone was selling arms outside of their own country, or they're going to deny you and assume that that's just a normal practice. Oh, that's whatever. That can't be tolerated. The reason for the Cold War was because everyone was building their weapons to scare each other. During that time, of course, all the countries tried to involve their allies and started shipping to them. Now, of course, over time, everything falls apart. Before you know it, the country that we just gave arms to doesn't like us. The country they gave arms to doesn't like them. But before you know it, you've got, whether it be governments or radicals who have their hands on military-grade weapons, military-grade tactics, and they're not afraid to use them, but now they're your enemy. Or they're your enemy's enemy, which makes you their enemy by proxy. All arms need to be dismantled, first, foremost. There's no point anymore. Matter of fact, let's all shoot him at that imaginary planet Nibiru, right? If we've got enough arms to blow up Earth, would they say, like 8 times over and cause nuclear winter? Why can't we just shoot everything we've got at some asteroid, or let's blow the fuck out of the moon or something? Jesus Christ, just get rid of them. There's no point for people to be shipping to the Middle East, Africa, South America. What do you think's going to happen when Chavez finally gets the balls? What do you think's going to happen when Evo Morales gets a hold of the weapons he's looking for on the black market, and then turns around and you know, look, America, you done pissed us off too much. I mean, we keep trying to involve ourselves in South American policies, and they're not having it. Chavez speaks out against America using HARP. He outright accuses us of war crimes, yet we're shipping arms around the they got to think. If I ship 34 billion in major Air Force arms to Venezuela, do you think it all sits there? You think they put it in like a little containment storage room and wait for someone to come get it or piss them off? No, they'll probably sell it to when they need money. And then someone that doesn't like where I'm from will get their hands on that. I think a lot of this can just be done diplomatically with words. Why does everybody have to have a weapon? Let me point out that guns, first and foremost, while I agree with people's rights to have them for their safety, and because it's in the Constitution that we are supposed to be able to have guns in case of a tyrannical dictatorship. It's not supposed to be able to take place because we are allowed weapons. I agree with that. That being said, on the streets, in neighborhoods, guns are for pussies. You use it when someone breaks into your house. You pull a gun, but you don't pull it. You aim it at them, you say, get the fuck out of here. The guns are for pussies. If you can't do it with your hands or your mouth, don't do it. Take your whooping. Go the fuck home. We need tighter restrictions and full-blown surveillance of all governmental tyrants. Anyone in a goddamn business suit should have a camera in their living room right now, in their office, and in their car, and in their tie. Should be watching them at all times. And they need to put maybe better background checks in place for public consumption of arms. Well, that's my rant. That's all I've got for news. So, it's the good doctor checking in, trying to give you your daily fix of fuck the government. Peace, I'm out.
No matter how hard you try, you can't stop us now.